Welcome, brothers and sisters, to the Congregation Bible Study for this week. We're starting a new publication to consideration, and we start with the letter from the governing body. There's no doubt we love God's Word, the Holy Bible, the Holy Scriptures, and we deeply desire to help others learn these precious truths contained in His Word. And that's why we're receiving this book, Lessons You Can Learn from the Bible. And there are some interesting details about and characteristics about this book. This book has been prepared with children in mind, but this doesn't mean it's not good for adults or any other person. It can also be used to help adults with desire to learn more about the Bible. And since the Bible is a book for everyone, no doubt all of us will benefit from reviewing its lessons, which can help us to be truly happy. This is more than Bible stories. We'll find some images, and of course, this artwork have been prepared in a way that brings the Bible accounts to life and captures the feelings of those in the story. Okay, and this publication helps us to see how the Bible is a book about people, those who obeyed Jehovah and those who didn't. And of course, some practical advice and lessons from their example. If you're a parent, you might read a lesson with your child and discuss the related artwork. Then the two of you could read the Bible passages that the lesson is based on, help your child to connect that he or she reads in the Bible with the lesson in the book. A similar approach may be effective when helping an adult to get an overview of the Bible's message. So this is a gift from our brothers of the governing body. We love them and we enjoy considering this publication, and we keep in mind it's not just for children. Actually, Jesus said we must be like children, like a child. The way we learn, the way we see spiritual matters. That's determinant. Okay, now this is the introduction to section 1. The Bible begins with its account of physical creation, opening our eyes to the beautiful things that Jehovah made, both in heaven and on earth. If you're a parent, help your child to see the amazing diversity in creation. Point out how God created humans to be far superior to animals, but giving us the ability to talk, to reason, to invent things, to sing, to pray. Build appreciation for Jehovah's power and wisdom, and especially His love for all His creation, including each one of us. Okay, there we go. Lesson 1. God made heaven and earth. Jehovah God is our creator. He made everything, both the things we can see and the things we cannot see. Before He made the things we can see, He made many, many angels. Do you know what angels are? Angels are persons that Jehovah made who are like Himself. We cannot see them, just as we don't see God. The first angel Jehovah made became His helper. And that angel helped when Jehovah made the stars, the planets, and all other things. One of those planets, the earth, is our beautiful home. Then Jehovah got the earth ready for animals and humans to live on. He made the sun's light shine on earth. He made mountains, oceans, and rivers. Okay, and we're about to end. What happened next? Jehovah said, I'm gonna make grass and plants and trees. Many different kinds of fruits, vegetables, flowers began to grow. Then Jehovah made all the animals that fly, swim, crawl, and creep. He made small ones, such as rabbits, and large ones, such as elephants. What is your favorite animal? Let us know in the comments. Then Jehovah said to the first angel, let us make man. Humans could be different from animals. They could invent things, they could speak, laugh, and pray. They would look after the earth and the animals. Okay, and there are some references like Genesis 1:1 and questions like who is Jehovah God? And here's the answer. Jehovah God is our creator. That's a short answer. What did Jehovah make? And he made everything. Both things, the things we can see and the things we cannot see. We cannot see like the angels, the spiritual world, and of course the physical world, and that includes the earth, the sunlight, that includes the water, that includes the animals, the grass, the trees, nature, and of course human beings. There are some references to think about like Jeremiah 10:12. About Jehovah we read, he is the maker of the earth by his power, the one who established the productive land by his wisdom, and who stretched out the heavens by his understanding. Now we have some additional questions like, what does this account teach us about Jehovah? Jehovah is the Almighty Creator. He made everything that exists, both visible like earth, animals, plants, and invisible angels and the universe. And we learn that Jehovah is a God of order and purpose. He carefully prepared earth to be habitable, showing his wisdom and love for life, as we read at Jeremiah 10:12. We learn that Jehovah values humans uniquely. He created us with special abilities, reasoning, communication, worship, and gave us the responsibility to care for earth. He collaborates with others, involved his son, the first of his angels, in creation, demonstrating unity and organization. What practical lessons can we learn from this account? One is humility and gratitude, acknowledging that all we have comes from Jehovah and helps us stay thankful and avoid pride. Another lesson we learn, practical one, is care for creation. We must respect nature, the ground, the earth, the animals, because all these are gifts from Jehovah. And of course, these gifts are God's creation. So we want to appreciate these gifts that come from our dear God, Jehovah. Another practical one, we trust in Jehovah. If he could create the universe, he can help us with our needs. Spiritual needs, physical needs, emotional needs, etc. Teamwork. Jehovah delegated tasks. So this teaching us to cooperate in our family and the congregation by delegating, helping, training others. How this information could be applied in the family. Teach children about creation through hands-on activities, observing nature, reading, for example, Genesis 1 together, promote environmental respect, recycling, caring for plants, pets, and at the same time, this is a way to teach them about the compromise sense, about responsibility and caring for something or someone they love. Express gratitude in prayer for life and Jehovah's blessings. Okay, do you like plants? Do you have your favorite plants at your place? Do you have pets? Do you have a favorite place in nature to walk around? Okay, we could express our gratitude in prayer for life and these God's gifts. Okay, how this information could be applied in the congregation. Highlight Jehovah's power and love in talks, in teaching, using creation examples. Organize nature cleanups as Christian activities. For example, the garden of the Kingdom Hall or the entrance. And of course, if we want this part be clean and proper, presentable, and we encourage others to see creation as proof of God's existence. How this information could be applied in the preaching. Use nature to start conversations. Who do you think designed such beauty? In our conversations, commending people because of their nice garden, as we saw in some videos. Mention the universe order, ecological balance, physical laws as evidence of an intelligent creator. Share God's purpose for earth and his desire for harmony. Okay, friends, thank you so much for joining us in this consideration, this first Congregation Bible study of this book. We hope you have a wonderful day and hope to see you in our next video.